Oh, well, hello, it's nice to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. No, I'd rather be myself. Though I can tell you've got your reasons, and you're a good one for all seasons. You're just a picture of good health. Oh, but you see, I've got my own things, despite the problems that they all bring. At least I feel like mine to lose. I'd rather fight and lose my own wars and get to close my own doors. At least then I'm the one to choose. Well, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me, oh, someone like me. And in the time I built my own space, it comes to win my own race. In the time I found my home, you could have helped me in my travels. Instead you helped me to unravel. You know you played a kind of bold. Oh, in the home I hold my heartbeat. In the place I try to repeat all the things that worked before. Well, if you break it down as I did, and if you take me at my own bid, if you knew me at my core. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. It's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me, oh, someone like me. It's nice to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. No, I'd rather be myself. Though I can tell you've got your reasons, and you're a good one for all seasons. You're just a picture of good health. Oh, but you see, I've got my own things, despite the problems that they all bring. At least I feel like mine to lose. I'd rather fight and lose my own wars and get to close my own doors. At least then I'm the one to choose. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me.
That's what I'm talking about. A different opening song this time, folks, since I am streaming for the second time in, less than 45 minutes, basically. So I hope everyone is doing well, and welcome to tonight's festivities with the Arvocalists. As you can see for yourself, the game in question is Aviary Attorney. And I'm getting a phone call because, of course, I am. What a great start. Hold on one second, people. Oh my god, it's the phone calls. The phone calls. Anyway, apologies if you're Attorney because Zelda 2 is too difficult. Hey, I made some progress, but anyway though, tonight is Aviary Attorney. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be fun times, and I'm looking forward to it with the incredibly talented Arvocalists. Now, we have a few people that are missing for this one, and specifically what I'm talking about is... Hold on just a moment. Okay. Specifically, what I'm talking about is we have a couple of people who are going to be out tonight. We are not going to have Darkside Rob. Rob is busy getting ready for his interminable vacation in Europe. No, but it's not interminable, but it is a couple of weeks. And he's going to be there at the Sunday portion of ArvCon. So to do that, he has to get a bunch of other stuff ready. So he unfortunately has to bow out. George started feeling sick earlier today. So George is not going to be able to do this and is bitterly disappointed about it. And so he sends his apologies. And then the last person is Russ, and I don't know what's going on with Russ. I assume Russ is going to be joining us. I don't know what has happened there. But Russ is not here yet, so hopefully we will get Russ later on. But we do have our other two wonderful voice actors, Trendane and BB Wolf, and we've got a fun game for you guys to play. So we are looking forward to that. Before we get there, just a couple of reminders. CTT to tweet out the stream. ! ArvTube will allow you to go to the YouTube channel and check past broadcasts of the stream. ! Steam group to join up with the Arvanauts Steam group and get notifications when I go live and stuff like that. Hang out with the Arvanauts in between casts. And finally, ! Arvtreon. I really would love to get that number north of 400, especially, what's up, Polar? Especially today when we've got the Arvocalists here in play. The Arvocalists are here and we want to get them a raise, and that's one of the things that we've got that we're looking at. So they are here, and I want to be able to give them a raise if we possibly can, and we can do that if this number can get up higher. So hopefully we can get some extra support from folks today. A lot of cool things coming for the Patreon. Remember, you can get an character background written by me for what a character in the game system of your choice. You've got the epic poem, you've got the critiques of the writing, you've got the possibility of an album. If you like that song, you could actually get a copy of that album signed by me. So there's a lot of other things that you could get if you join up with the channel. But tonight we're looking at Aviary Attorney, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. And I think with no further ado, I'm going to let these people in. I have just unmuted my microphone so they hear that we're here. And now I'm going to move ourselves over. Wait for it, wait for it. Now I'm going to slide myself over to the voiceover event screen. Dun, dun, dun. And there they are.
And Russ is here.
Oh, Russ is here?
He is.
Yes.
He said so in the chat.
He says, I is here.
He says, I is here. Okay, good. Russ is here. That's what I like to see. Add people to this call. Add Russ to the call. Adding Russ to the call right now as we speak. That's good because that was a person that I was expected was going to be here. Ah, there he is. And wait, beach ball of death, beach ball of death. Wait for it.
May victory be yours.
Dun, dun, dun.
There he is. What's up? Russ is here. Huzzah. Okay, good.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
You are lavender in your coloration.
I will alter.
I was going to say, make sure that you get your, make sure that we get our French-speaking stuff underway because we're going to be using a lot of that tonight.
I don't know. Lego Freak wants me to do a turkey call. I don't know.
A turkey call?
That's what he said. He said the good news is Trendane can do a killer turkey call.
Great. That's that.
Wait, was this in your table read?
Which right? I mean, it's okay.
It's an unusual table read.
Yes.
All right, I'm just gonna recapture here very quickly. Since we now have Russ on board. So I was saying, Russ, before you came on, that we have joining us today. We've got you, and we've got Trending, we've got BB, but we do not have George, who is sick, unfortunately. And Rob is busy packing, is a deadbeat who's packing for his European trip. So that's basically that's basically what's going on with that. So. There is Russ. Okay, now I'm going to get
open the dryer, take everything inside it, throw it in a suitcase. Don't fold it or nothing. TSA is going to go through it all anyway, and they're not going to fold it back up for you. Just.
I often wonder about when he says getting ready. I'm always like, for his obvious spy work overseas, like what is involved with this? Like, I must take a week to prepare.
You think that Russian accent does itself? No.
He has to
print his rifle, and then.
That's exactly right. It's surprisingly enthralling to watch with the odd capture. Well, now we've got the capture working right. And actually, I will capture BB as we get to Trendane. I'll start with him first with our incredible Trendane crew. Trend, are you at liberty to talk about what you were doing just before you came on the show or not? Are you able to talk about what that was about or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so talk about it whilst I...
Oh, you want me to talk? Okay. Years ago, Star Citizen came... was announced.
I've heard about that game. Yes,
hasn't come out yet, but yeah.
Sounds
Anyway,
like something Derek Smart.
Yes.
No.
Oh boy. Too soon. Too soon.
Sorry. Anyway,
Continue.
so the about a year ago or so, we were talking about making a sort of a red versus blue-esque thing using the assets from the game and making, like a comedy routine out of it. And we were going to use a guy named Fiendish Feather, who's like a brilliant, animator with the CryEngine stuff. And so we had, our cast and everything set up. There's actually, if you do a search for Bulkheads on YouTube, you'll find the original thing that we did. And it's basically me and Bad News Baron as the two characters that are in the thing. And then I'm also the crab that's in the video as well. Anyway, I couldn't commit to it because I had a feeling I was going to wind up going back to work for EA. And if I couldn't guarantee, promise them that I was going to be able to put in the time necessary, then I was like, it's safer if I just bow out and let you guys go ahead and do the thing. And it wound up not materializing. It didn't gel anyway. So now we're trying again. And, I've got a lot more time that I can commit to it and everything's okay. So we were going through the table read of the script for episode 1. And so hopefully it's going to come out next week or in the week after that. So it'll be fun.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, ever since we started hanging out and doing all the stuff with sound and Twitch, Trend, I feel like like all of a sudden your people are beating down your door for projects. Like at least on the voiceover
it is
side.
Certainly getting more. It's certainly getting more common. There was a guy on Twitter like earlier last week, and I was like they'd followed me. It's Arch Nemesis Games. They followed me on Twitter. And I was like, oh, cool. And I was looking at their stuff, and they had this really cool, like giant wolf kaiju that's made of like rocks and wolf parts and plant parts. I'm like, oh, that's neat looking. And so he's like, hey, if you ever want to do voiceover work, talk to this guy over here. So I contacted him and said, here, he sent me to do. And he's like, do you have Skype? I'm like, yes. He's like, get in a call. And we got in a call, and he's like, oh my God, this guy gets it, because he listened to me doing Duncan in the thing, and he's like, come here, Mo. Okay. So it's definitely picking up momentum.
That's super awesome, man. I'm excited about that. In fact, I will share this bit of information. I think this is something I can reveal, and that is Matt, who is also known as Chrono Wolf, is doing a submission for something. I won't talk about what it's for yet because I don't want to give any of that information out. But he enlisted our good friend George to help him with the submission, just adding a voice into this one part of the submission. And the response from the person was, "Holy crap! How did you get George to do?" And he's like, "Funny story." And I was like, that's right, it's what I'm talking about. So I like, as you guys are moving off on your like incredible spheres of success, I like to consider myself like I'm the lead of Charlie's Angels, yo. Like I don't, like I have assembled the Avengers. So I mean that's what's going on.
Off screen?
Who are you?
At all times?
I'm the guy behind the screen, except, well, you'd have to actually put a thing up, but yeah, well, All right, listen, Trent, all right? You want to break down my awesome analogy? No, but that's awesome. I'm excited to see more about that, Trent. And of course, Trendane, you will see him again on Sunday with some D&D playing with the Infinity and Beyond crew. Going to be super exciting. And I've already teased him with an awesome surprise that's coming for the IAB folks on Sunday. So it's good stuff. Then, of course, we have my good friend Russ. What's going on, sir? How's life in the universe?
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, bro?
Not too much. How about yourself?
Not too much. What is currently on the what new BuzzFeed video do you have 8 trillion hits on?
Geez, I don't know. Let's see. I just recorded the last 2 episodes of the finale of the season of Stalking LeVar. One episode's being released every Tuesday, so go check that out if you like nerdy stuff.
Listen, nobody on here likes nerdy stuff, okay?
Yeah. All right. Well, then I won't tell you about the Harry Potter improv team because that's
tell us about that. Tell us about that and about. I have some inside knowledge on one thing the Harry Potter team is doing because I already heard about it from Russ.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're doing a Harry Potter themed con called Leviosa Con in Vegas in July. We're also hitting the, I believe it's called the. What is it? The Black Owl. There's a Harry Potter themed coffee house in Las Vegas that we're also playing the night before we do that. We're also doing a show at the Last Bookstore, which is kind of a tourist fun bookstore location in downtown LA. And about 15,000 people have RSVP'd for that event.
Yes,
so
this thing went viral. How much does a bookstore actually hold?
Oh, 300 or so. So I'm sure it'll be fine.
So it's levitating room only. Remember,
Yeah.
swish and flick.
That's true.
Sure.
Space is also vertical, not just horizontal. Just remember
That's
that.
I'm
true.
sure we won't cause a riot of people in Harry Potter costumes in downtown LA.
Nobody
ever
I'm sure
riots.
you won't be
Oh,
reading
maybe
about
you
that.
will.
Exactly. Whoever riots in LA, that never happens. No,
Be the
super
most
awesome.
delightful, whimsical riot that you've ever seen.
When is
It's
that
all
happening?
Hufflepuffs.
That's right. When is that happening again, Russ? Like what,
That's June 25th.
25th. Okay, cool. Cool. I love it. All right, then we have George, sir, not appearing in this picture because of being sick, unfortunately.
GeorgeLedoux.com.
Yes, but GeorgeLudo.com. George is awesome. You will hear more from George and from Trendane next week when the audio version is released of Icarus, which is going to be awesome.
I don't
Man.
even have my copy yet, so don't you people get all.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have his copy yet because Matt's finishing up with soundtrack and sound effects because that's how he rolls. So it's gonna be awesome. All right, that leads us on to BB. What's going on in your neck of the
Hello.
woods?
I am moving.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Not really all that much. Mostly just settling out with my new job and stuff. Getting back into streaming on a somewhat regularly scheduled sort of thing, which is fun. That's over on my channel. Doing some art stuff. Would like to be doing more VO stuff, but that's kind of hit or miss right now. So.
That's cool. Well, you'll get the same effect that trended. You'll before you know it, you'll have more projects. You'll just be pushing them away in waves.
Yeah.
You know.
Going to work with you.
Hire me. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. Yes, and you'll notice the French accent which has been added into it. Now, I've already had a chance to... I sent an email to these guys about this game that we're about to play for tonight, but I had a chance to talk to them a little bit about it before. Now, I have not played this game. I have watched the trailer and I've heard a little bit of information, but what I pitched to them was basically Aviary Attorney is what happens if Phoenix Wright and Agatha Christie met somewhere on the streets of 19th century Paris. So that's basically what this is about. It is inspired originally by Phoenix Wright, but it involves a cast of animals, largely involving birds. And I have assigned the 4 major characters, and you will meet all of them in turn. And I'm going to assign Russ's character now. This is where Russ's improv skills are going to come into play. So Russ, you are going to be playing actually the lead here, which is J.J. Falcon, who is the Aviary Attorney himself.
I think I was born to play this role.
Yes, he is. First of all, he is morally upright. He is devoted to the law. He is a firm believer in avoiding violence when possible, but he can be a serious threat when he is pushed too far. He is a crusading lawyer. He has a mysterious past, and he is occasionally semi-drunk, depending on the circumstances.
Occasionally semi-drunk.
Occasionally.
But all the time a quarter drunk. Got it.
Yeah.
Yes, so he's very earnest, basically, is what I would say. So you will be playing that. Sparrow's son, which is Falcon's quirky assistant, will be played by the inimitable BB Wolf. This is an adorkable, as it says, character who is an assistant but capable of helping JJ solve some difficult crimes, has a strong sense of justice.
That's right, Mr. Nick.
And yeah, exactly, and is not Pearl. But he does unleash a pun in almost every place he and Falcon investigate. So it shows you how much respect I have for my voiceover team that I did not take the punerific character, because let me tell you, that hurts to give that up, but I did. That leads us on to Juste Valerte, who is a grumpy war veteran turned police inspector. This is going to be played, obviously, by Trendane, since, he may have had some experience playing the straight and narrow, take no prisoners, shut up and do your job type of character before. And that's going to be him. And then also he will be playing the character of Severine Cocorico, a successful and pompous public prosecutor. And I will then pick up NPCs here and there and assign other characters as need be. So, with that said, chat, are you hyped and ready for Aviary Attorney?
Can you dig it?
Yeah, can you dig it? Are you ready, chat? Can I see that hype as the delay waits? Right now, the interwebs are getting ready to be hit by a massive wave of hype.
But the Patreon's over 400.
Oh, hey, whoa!
Dun, dun,
Whoa! Bum, bum, bum.
When did that happen?
When did that
Somebody-
happen?
Like 3
Somebody
minutes
put
ago.
Oh,
10
I'm like doing my thing. Wow, we hit the 404 mark. Whoever that is, can whoever that is acknowledge who you are, you wonderful people? Thank you so much. If we can get this number to 450 people, we can give these wonderful people a raise. These people deserve raise. These people to my right there. These people deserve a raise. So give these people a raise.
Yes.
Whoever that was, if you wish to reveal yourself, please do so. Thank you so much. And I see you did it at the $10 level, which means you'll get a chance to choose either an epic poem or a character creation by me. I will give you your character background, whoever that is. So whoever it is, thank you, whoever this happens to be. Hi, Shatter, and hi, everybody. All right. Well, if you wish to announce yourself, I will address it at that time. But for now, thank you so much. You are the best. And let us get into Aviary Attorney. Did you say it's an error? No, I don't think it's an error. Why would it be an error? Why are you harshing my buzz, Lego? What do you mean it's an error? Clearly, no one actually means this. It's not an error. I believe it's true. All right, let's do it. Aviary Attorney, new game, and go.
And we
You
all
share the
disconnect
screen?
from
Oh, wait,
the
wait,
call
wait.
and we just...
As I just realized, hold on. I'm glad I stopped. I realized you guys can't see my screen.
No,
Really? No.
That would be really helpful. Why do I
it
never remember
would.
Improv.
that? What's my motivation? Shut up, just go with it. Okay. Sorry.
I don't-
about
Read
But
that
the
script.
lines
I'm
are-
trying to.
Yes. You guys are so unprofessional. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Conversation.
Well, geez, if I'm unprofessional, shit. I mean, let me put this back on then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, share screen.
I'm a real pro voice actress.
Okay.
There it is.
There we go. Now I just need to get you guys, I think, recaptured because you're frozen right now. So hang on just a second.
I didn't bring my resume.
And there we go. Okay, I got to recapture quickly. I apologize because when we do the share screens, it insists on showing the screens.
You mean I can run off and go use the bathroom now?
Yes.
Oh, you can do that if you want. Feel free. Okay. So we'll do that. And then Tren. Yeah, I got it. I got it fixed now. I just had it. I forgot. As I was like, why can't but I remembered it. I remembered it. Last time they're always like, Arv, we can't see. But this time I was like, I recall. I do remember. I've only been working with these guys now for, 7 months or something, so I actually remember. Okay. And
Displayed options. Pause screen. Resume. Options. Save and quit. Quit without saving. Skip is that way.
okay, there we go. Now I got everyone set. All right, now we're just waiting for BB to come back, and then we will get underway. So you guys can see it, okay? Okay. This takes
And
place.
this stupid little mouse pointer.
And this takes place, as I thought, mid-19th century, January 1st, 1848, in Paris.
That was a good day.
I love it.
Cake.
I love it. So it's good times. So, yeah. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to
Okay.
this. It's good times and good things
Good
that
to
are going to
hear.
happen, and with stuff and such that will occur.
Yep.
There was a I forget what I was watching. It was some comedy routine, and oh no, it wasn't a comedy routine. It's not comedy. I remember exactly what it was. I was watching Critical Role, which Trent has gotten me semi hooked on.
You're welcome.
And I was watching Critical Role, and there's this one part where the players came up with this awesome plan, or what they thought was the awesome plan, and then the NPC, which is this Mind Flayer character, was like, "This was like, no, that will never actually work."
Yeah.
And then one of
Clarota,
them's like,
yeah.
and one of them is just like, "Okay, Clarota, it was supposed to be yes and," but anyway, it was really funny. It's just like, yes, the improv shutdown is what I'm talking about.
Yep.
So, all right, now BB is back, and now we are good to go. And now, BB, you can see as well everything that's going on?
I see that it just paused.
Okay, here we go then. Resume time. Let's do it.
Sorry.
January 1st, 1848. The Chateau Crinière of Baron Roguet. Is that Monsieur Grenouille? Oh mon Dieu! Dame Cataline, what have you done?
I have done that.
Don't tell me that. Act 1. A cat with claws.
Oh, that was beautiful.
All right, Sparrowson.
It's midday already. Where on earth is that featherhead? Well. Look who finally decided to get up. Haven't you heard what they say about the early bird, Falcon?
Ugh. Too early for worms. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon.
There'll be time for that later. We've got some business to handle first.
Business?
A letter arrived while you were sleeping. I haven't opened it yet.
Illegal.
It's probably just more junk mail. Go ahead, Barrelson. You may have the honors.
All right. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I'm writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Cataline, has been arrested for a crime she did not commit.
It's like the beginning of the A-Team.
She is being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less.
Well, that
The
sounds
trial
nice.
is in 3 days' time. Yes, doesn't it? I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. Yours sincerely, Seigneur Pierre Demiao of the Demiao estate.
Meow.
I am in so
The
much
meow.
trouble with these names. I am in so much trouble.
Well, this is quite something.
I know, your first serious client in months.
Not just that. The Demure estate is well known for its exuberant wealth. Even if we cannot do much for Dame Cataline, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts, no?
Maybe.
Wow. So I suppose you intend on defending Dame Cataline in court?
Of course.
Maybe.
Of course. But of course, it would be foolish to let such an opportunity, which is good, slip through our feathers. Grab your coats, Barrelson. We're going to find our kitty client à la conciergerie.
Excellent. My terrier was getting tired from all this sitting around.
All of a sudden, I have this urge to play this song I had in high school French, which was "Oh Champs-Élysées." I had this sudden urge to do the whole thing. Oh my god!
Oh, but I better file away Signor Demiao's letter first. One moment, Falcon.
Pertois' letter has been added to your evidence folder. You may access the evidence folder at any time by clicking the suitcase symbol. Okay.
Ah, nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that.
Again, I recall you losing it at the New Year's party. And at Christmas.
Don't remind me about that party. Yes, all right. No need to make a list.
Falcon has picked up his wallet. You may see how much money he's carrying at any time by clicking on the wallet symbol. Do I want to do that?
Especially
20
if
francs.
you're a materialistic bastard.
I know, right? 20 francs. Okay. Francs.
Are you
Okay.
going through my billfold?
You do have a big bill.
Oh.
Let's
And-
make a move, as I say.
Oh. Here we are. January 3rd, Monday. Welcome to the map screen. Well, thank you.
You. This game is so polite.
From here, you can travel to any listed area by clicking on a location name or a location node. Areas marked with a clock symbol take a whole days to visit. Areas with no symbol can be visited freely. Okay. So we can go to La Conciergerie or the A offices. All right. Let's see. A sign on the door at the Aviary Attorney offices reads, "No case is too big or too small. No junk mail." For centuries, the infamous Conciergerie prison has detained the accused and the condemned alike. All right, let's go to La Conciergerie.
Why do all these birds have roads in their city? I don't understand.
It's
Because
part-
they are not just birds.
I know.
ostriches can't fly, so thanks. All right, Mr. Birdist.
But it be speciest, flightest bastard.
Falcon
Flyest.
and Sparrowson step into the stone-cold foyer of the Conciergerie prison. The sullen-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways.
God, it's gonna get so horrible.
Ah, the conciergerie. They say this is the finest prison in the whole of France, no?
I see you are convinced.
The outer walls are impenetrable. The cells are spotless. The guards are well-mannered.
Okay, now Quark. Who did I assign Quark? I think I gave you Quark, BB. This is the ill-mannered jailkeeper who seems to feel disgust for criminals and animals in general.
What do you want?
Monsieur, I'm here to see Dame Cataline Demure. I am due to represent her in court.
Oh, you're a lawyer, huh? Fine, fine. Follow me. Well, what are you waiting for? Keep up. Suddenly German.
That's what I was thinking.
Suddenly German. This is Cataline. Now, this is also BB. This is the accused client, Dame Cataline Demiao, the elegant bourgeois daughter of Seigneur Pourtois Demiao.
I will try. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he?
Dame Cataline Demure, I presume.
You've arrived! The fantastic lawyer Monsieur Falcon and his petty assistant Sparrowson.
Sorry.
How did I want to do it? Lady is knowledgeable.
Don't talk like that, Sparrowson.
But I am a dick. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town.
Bullshit. Excuse me.
We, I am the best lawyers.
What?
All of them. I'm flattered.
But they weren't available at his short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory.
AA. Oh.
Oh.
You see, Falcon? I told you listing under Aviary Attorney would pay off.
Indeed, you are an SEO master, Sparrowson. Let's get down to business, shall we? Dame Cataline, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a bit brief.
Because he is a cheap person. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know?
That's right, Clip. The accused murderer in a society of birds would be a cat. It's exactly right. It's just prejudice. That's all it is. Just, you know. Okay, let's see. What happened on the night of the murder?
Clear?
What exactly happened on the night of the murder?
Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and my papa had arrived at Chateau Crinier, the home of the great Baron Rogue whatever. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Crinier and the Baron about, how do you say, business stuff.
That's how you say business stuff, yes?
Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So all through dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I didn't really understand most of it because I am, female and the cat.
Yes. Oh, oui.
But after dinner, this man with a camera took a photograph. That was a lot more fun.
Cat
Oh.
pictures.
What species is a man?
So a man with a what took your what?
Camera? It is a very new gadget.
Ooh, I think that's got potential.
A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast.
Wow.
In 10 minutes, poof, you have perfect picture. Wow. Technology is amazing.
I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson.
Let me believe.
Let me believe.
Still, the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make a note of it.
Camera has been added to your evidence folder.
Well, note about the camera.
Yes.
Please continue, Dame Ketterline.
So, after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Clary.
Oh, I love this music.
He was all ripped open. A housemaid saw me standing over the froggy, monsieur, and called for help. And then the police arrived.
Now, when you say froggy, you don't mean French, do you?
Of course I
Say metaphor.
said metaphor. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur.
It must have been terrifying.
Maybe. It wasn't so bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you wanted to ask, Monsieur Falcon?
Who was there that evening?
Dame Ketterline, who attended the banquet that evening?
Little Muffin, did you get hungry after you found the body? See, that's that prejudice that allows your society. What's up, Law? How you doing, man?
Well, there was me and my papa. Dear's mama couldn't make it. And there was Baron or whatever who hosted the dinner. His housemaid, Lynn, I think she was cold. Of course, there was Monsieur Clary, well, until, he died. And there was Monsieur Robitio de Robinho, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while.
It's
some
always
German.
it was always the cameraman. This is clearly the camera guy. Let's do his name. Robitio di Criminalio. That's clearly the guy.
This is Robinho. I think that was all. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Jedi, did she bring the body to show she's a good hunter? See? Prejudice.
Mais oui.
Did you see anything suspicious?
Je suis pas vrai.
Dame Ketterline, did you see anything suspicious that evening?
There was a dead body.
Suspicious?
Do I stutter?
Oui.
Sorry. Maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or, a bloodied murder weapon, or the like.
Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer.
Shot in the game.
You got me.
I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident.
I see.
Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance.
I did?
Dame Cataline, you said the food was delicious. But you didn't say what food it was.
True.
You and your damn stomach.
Let me see. We had poached red herring to start, garnished with garlic butter. Go on. Then a marbled steak served perfect bloody rare. Glorious. Falcon, write this down.
What? This can't possibly be relevant to the case.
Write it all down, please, for me.
Fine. Marbled steak.
Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Nice. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Okay.
Mr. Nick,
No, Pearl, you're in a different universe.
Oh.
What is a red herring? It doesn't matter. Don't.
Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach.
Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery.
I'm not, because you drove your claws into the bloody rare steak so you'd have blood on your hands and thus be a perfect suspect. They have solved your case. 100% Steam achievement.
Vous êtes
What?
species better.
No cutlery? Even for the marble steak?
No. You would think that the great Baron of Chateau Crinière would have some gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen.
That is a little peculiar.
Was there anything else you wanted to know, Monsieur Falcon?
No, I think that will be all.
So, what's the plan now, Falcon?
The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Crinière and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. And we should try to track down this supposed photographer, Monsieur Robicio de Robinho.
2 days for 2 tasks. Seems doable.
But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You believe my story, don't you? Vous êtes un asshole?
I believe in justice.
Dame Caterline, I believe that a fair trial can draw the truth from any situation. I believe in justice.
That's good to hear.
Question mark? Why question
I was
mark?
going to say, stated in the form of a question.
That's good to hear, says guilty person. Come on.
You're not wrong, Falcon. But that's not what the lady wanted to hear.
Or needed.
Needed, whatever. Huh. You might want to work on being less of a, how to put it, fil de pute.
Oh, how dare you!
Well, how it's fighting words. Yeah, exactly, Glip Glop. I only believe justice.
If serving justice makes me a fil de pute, then I'll wear that title proudly around
Yeah.
my beak.
That's what I'm talking about.
What does that mean?
Je ne sais pas. Dame Catherine, Monsieur Crowley, Baron Roquet. These names are getting a bit confusing, aren't they?
Yes.
Not particularly.
Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a Facebook so that I can keep track of who everyone is.
How absurd.
Shadowed Mage, our Canadian, says literally son of a whore, idiomatically like son of a bitch. Wow. Shots fired, Sparrows. And it took me a while to figure out that you're firing shots, but now shots are fired.
Yes, puta in Spanish. A what?
A Facebook is a collection of people's names, pictures, descriptions in one easy-to-carry catalog.
It is owned by Raven Zuckerberg.
Then I will make a parallel book that is called a LinkedIn. And
Oh, that makes even less sense. I think I understand. The name, it is terrible though, no? How about the Friendster?
Friends.
Perhaps Bookface?
Sparrowson has started compiling a Facebook. Here we go. J.G. Falcon. Sparrowson, Falcon's suave and courageous lackey. What a handsome fellow. Pourtois de
Mais oui.
Miao, the wealthy father of Dame Cataline. Pourtois hired us to defend Dame Cataline in court. Quark, an ill-mannered jailkeeper. Cataline Demiao, the elegant bourgeois daughter, etc. And Greenway, the froggy businessman who was found murdered at Chateau Crinière, a colleague of Pourtois and Roguet.
who has no neck.
Who has no neck. Okay. You can access the list of people you've met at any time by clicking the book symbol. Okay.
Let's make a move.
All right. So now the question is, where do we go next? A new day. The game saves automatically at the start of each new day. All right, but you can also make a quick save at any time by selecting Save and Quit. Can I hit it and quit? You can access the pause menu by clicking on the cog symbol in the upper left corner by pressing the escape key. All right, so we've got the Studio de Robinho or Chateau Crinière. I think we need to go find out what's going on with this murder. So we're actually going to go to Chateau Crinière, an impressive manor house within the Immaculate Garden. Here we are. Falcon and Sparrow Sun enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinière. And people with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. In the distance, you hear, I dreamed a dream of time gone by.
Oh my god.
Oh, Sotan. Hold on a second here. Sotan, wait a second. I don't know that I do not have a description for Sotan. I'm going to say, Trent, I'm going to give this to you because I don't want to have to have either Russ or BB talking to themselves. But I do not know what to make of this character yet. I have no description.
Well, she's clearly a mammal.
Yes. Oh, sorry. That just said excusez-moi, monsieur. Sorry.
Yes, I know. I know I did. Excusez-moi, monsieur. I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving. See? I don't suppose you happen to have some spare change?
You have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do?
For a second there, I
know.
thought she knew.
Right. I know you have 20 francs in your wallet. I can have like 14 of those. That's pretty good.
I will be incredibly generous and give 10 francs.
My God,
I think this is an equitable
I am a
solution for both of
saint.
us.
Despite the fact that you claim to be bred, I will give you 10 francs. Here you go. Stay safe, madame.
Oh, wow! Bless you, monsieur. Bless you.
That was pretty generous of you, Falcon.
Pretty generous for a field du pute, don't you think?
Times are tough. Making sure a mother and child can make it through the last of winter is the least I can do. For the night is dark and full of terror. What am I doing standing here moralizing? Now, come, Sparrowson, we've got business to attend to.
Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Crinière.
Oh, look at this place. Our game must be loaded.
More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron, he is legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads. The Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the Seine.
Yep, my bad, Rogan. You're right. Feast.
Is he here right now?
Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive mane. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse.
Yo, dude!
Hey, you dude! There it is.
Hey, Dachon! We'd like a word. How's that?
Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog.
You sure? You can thank me later. I think it got his attention.
Okay. This, obviously trending.
That is a kitty.
A reputably ruthless businessman.
Okay. Did I hear my name? Great Baron Rothschild, property owner extraordinaire at your service. And who might you fellows be? More investigation?
Yep, we're policemen. No, we're attorneys.
Not quite. I'm private attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate, Sparrowson.
Lawyers, eh? You know? you aren't the first to pass through here today.
Oh?
Yes. Yes. This jumpy, twitchy fellow came back this morning. He woke me up at the crack of noon. Can you imagine? Oh, asked a bunch of questions, then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. That's what I said.
Do you know who he was, Sparrow?
Perhaps I have a hunch. Hunch. You'll be seeing him at the trial.
A friend of yours?
Something like that.
So what may I do for you, monsieur?
We're doing some research on Monsieur Grenouille, the frog who was killed here on Friday evening.
We was absolutely delectable. I mean, of course. Such a tragedy. He was a good friend and a loyal business partner. I suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself. Well,
Actually, yes, that would be fantastic.
yes, I know. Well, be my guest. Put my servants to the test. You will find the garden where the murder occurred through the back door.
This is fine, Cordilla chest.
You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right.
That line, exactly with intent.
That would be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the unfortunate incident.
Oh, can we see the finished photograph?
No, you have to finish shaking it so it
Oh,
develops proper. I'm afraid
oh.
not. It is to my
Really?
understanding that the photograph must be developed before it can be viewed. It is a slow process. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. Wow.
That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then.
Then do your job better. Not my problem.
Oh.
Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron.
Of course you do. It is no trouble at all. I will be here to see you out when you are done with your investigation. Around.
So, where shall we go first?
We must go clearly to the garden where the murder took place.
Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place.
Hey, Falcon. This is a crime scene investigation thing.
Will you put your sunglasses on?
The crime scene investigation thing?
Yeah. You know, that thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail.
Do not insult me. I am a falcon. You mean search for evidence, yeah?
Yeah, do that.
That's not a bad suggestion. Wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under their noses.
Like the Sphinx.
In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of the room. Click on an item of interest and Falcon will examine it in closer detail. When you've had enough, or when you can find nothing else to examine, click on the X in the type right-hand corner. All right. What do we got here? Let's start by analyzing the statuary.
Those naked ladies on the statues.
A finely crafted horse statue. The mane almost looks lifelike.
Would you say it behooves you to stroke it?
Ah,
No, I would not.
Thank you.
all right, let's try this statuary, and then we have to look at the actual spot.
Another beautifully made horse statue.
You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat egg.
I sense a pun incoming. That's unfortunate. Oh, God.
Wait. Eventually, we realized that it was just filling up on hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah!
Ugh, terrible.
It's tremendous. All right, let's take a look at the murder area.
Murder area?
Dyed blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenouille bled.
This is the murderarium.
Did you see any bloody footprints? Or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath.
What do you
That
think
sounds
this is?
familiar.
Phoenix Wright, attorney at law? No,
Miss
no.
Mr.
Piggy.
Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is that big sticky puddle. There's nothing to indicate the body was moved, or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed right on the staircase.
Odd. All right. Something feels strange about that. All right. I'm going to look at that fountain in a minute, but first, 2 more horse statue puns.
Baron Rogre certainly likes his horse statues.
I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Baby should be waddling, not attempting settler's horseback riding.
Really glad they didn't say bareback.
Oh, boy.
That's a little questionable, sir.
A horse statue. This one has a goofy face.
That reminds me of a joke.
Ugh.
The horse walks into a bar, and the barkeep says,
Quite a long face, yes, we've all heard that one.
"What? No." The barkeep says, "You've got to stop coming here. You're drinking us under the table. Stable. Fuck."
Ah,
I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes.
Shots fired!
wah.
Aha. All right. Fountain.
The fountain is finely crafted, it's solid, carved marble, and it looks like a horse. Could not have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame. Oh, sorry. You know that.
It is. It's a shame we can see inside the upper basin from here. That would be a perfect place to quickly stash the murder weapon. Because I have thought about these things before.
That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We ought to wade in and take a closer look just to be sure.
Well, I suppose we should.
That's all available in the Dolphin DLC, available now via Steam.
For $45.
I apologize. I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was, Sparrowson, you go wade in the fountain and take a closer look inside the upper basin.
Me? No way. If you want to go wading, do it yourself.
I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around the fountain like a duck in a lake.
Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet threads wet.
All of a sudden, we've entered 70s New York. These breads are sweet, man.
Look, there's one reasonable way to settle this. We'll flip for it.
Flip for it?
Yep. I'll flip this 1 franc coin. You call the outcome. Get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So, what'll it be? Heads or tails? Napoleon fans or plant squiggles?
Heads.
Put it all on heads. Don't let me down, old emperor.
Here I go.
God damn it.
It's tails.
Oh, Jesus.
Roll up your pantaloons, Falco. You're going for a swim.
Hacked. It's a two-faced coin.
I swear every time I do a roll, it's interfered. Fine, hold my shoes.
You will go to the critical table.
I called it.
Falcon should really learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. I almost feel bad for cheating.
Almost.
Ah, you're back. Had a good swim.
No, I'm a bird, not a fish. But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon, though.
What is this? It's brown and sticky, and it smells weird. Don't tell me that you picked up a...
A turd, indeed, yes. Very good for turding around. Oh, a cigarette butt? A cigar possibly belonging to Baron Rocroy? Correct. That shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house, after all.
I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case.
Cigar butt has been added to your evidence folder.
Is there anything else we need to do here?
Select an area to examine. I think I've examined everything. Fountain, we got the two sides. Yeah, I think I got everything.
I think we're done here.
Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? We still have time.
Don't push your luck.
You will pay for your lack of... Okay. Let's go to that lounge. Let's see what we can find about up in the lounge. Oh my god, what?
Hello!
I will play whoever this is.
He's a giraffe.
Second floor, third on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken.
Psst! Hey, Falcon, did you see that?
See? What?
That housemaid totally did something shifty.
Shifty?
I think she pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it.
Excuse me, a very large mademoiselle.
Ah! Yes! Are you two policemen?
No, private attorneys.
Oh.
My name's JJ Falcon.
And I'm Sparrowson.
Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colin Dohart. What can I help you, messieurs, with today?
We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
Oh, that's fine. Let me just grab a chair. Oh, that's better. What is it you wanted to ask? Let's see. How about, is there something we should know?
No, nothing ever.
You were a little nervous when we came in. You thought we were police officers.
Is there something we ought to know? Anything you need to confess?
Oh, no. I suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week.
Push it.
Yeah.
Push it real good.
Hold it!
Hold it!
Are you sure there isn't anything that you're hiding?
It's okay to tell us. We are defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts.
That charisma, though.
That's not what that means.
No.
Right. And... Wait, what? No! That's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson.
It isn't? Oh, what do we do then?
I'll tell you later. Shush.
Honestly, messieurs, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? Is this where the photograph was taken?
We're looking for the room where the photograph was taken prior to the incident. Would you happen to know whether this is the right room?
Oh, yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. The cameraman was standing... just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon.
And where was the camera pointed?
Right at the clock above the mantelpiece. Oh, the Baron insisted on using that very location.
Now that I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock.
Oh,
I know. The painting on it totally clashes with the decor.
I have this image of Sparrowson as like this idiot savant that occasionally comes up with this brilliant shot of insight, and the rest of the time is like,
Like
I
the fact that
was-
there are no hands.
yeah.
Yeah, down along more obvious lines. Clock has no hands.
Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Gray just keeps it around as a conversation piece.
Like, damn it, Baron, why don't you have any hands on your clock?
Well, we are conversing about it, so I guess it's working.
See?
It's a peculiar detail, though. I'll make a note of it.
Missing clock hands have been added to your evidence folder.
Good, there they are. Put them on the clock. Let's go.
Is there something else you wanted to ask?
No further questions at this time. Thank you, mademoiselle. You've been a huge help.
It's no problem, monsieur. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams, and, well, never mind, I'm rambling.
It's no problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps? Evidence?
Murder weapons. Ah, you know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I didn't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me.
The next
That's
event-
one mystery solved at least.
Missing
Next thing I
silverware
know-
has been added to your evidence folder. I
Next
would
thing I know,
appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would have to break his trust.
I see.
Haven't you done that already? So, where to next, Big Bird?
Main hall time. Actually, wait, can I... I just want to... I'm doing the lounge again because I want to see if I can investigate here. We got all the information.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
We
just
got
wanted
all
to check.
the-
Okay, that's fine. Okay, main hall.
Did you, messieurs, have a good look around? I trust everything was in order.
Your maid is stealing from you, you know? We had a good look. Thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you.
Oh, please. Ask away, I have nothing to eat.
Oh, we could pop... I'm not going to tell about the housemaid. What happened on the night of the murder?
Well, a frog died.
Baron Rogwe, I'd like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder.
Oh, am I in trouble?
I like the extra cigar. How about a defensive reaction much, too? Like, what, homie? Not at all.
No, nothing like that. We're just gathering the full picture of your
I thought-
malfeasance.
I told you it won't be developed for 3 days. Oh, you mean the other picture. I say, well, let me think. The guests arrived around 5 o'clock. We sat down for dinner in this very hall at 6. And that part went magnificently. The photographer arrived at 7 o'clock, but it wasn't until 7:30 that we had our picture taken. My housemaid discovered the crime scene soon after that.
I wonder if the housemaid did actually take the murder weapon because it was something she wanted to steal, having nothing to do with anything else.
I
Well, it was a
see.
sterling silver letter opener. So.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't know how I knew that. I don't know. Is there anything else I can help you, messieurs, with? Huh?
I think I'm going to see... I'm taking a risk here. I'm going to ask about the housemaid, but I don't want to tell. I just want to see if we can get some more info, so...
Traitor.
I know.
We met your housemaid, Colleen Duo.
Oh, I'm very sorry. I apologize. She's a curious young lady, isn't she?
Or even courteous.
Yes, whatever.
Yes, she.
Sorry,
Okay,
it's
here we
my
go.
Accent.
Yes, she was quite helpful.
Yes, she was more than willing to help us with our investigation.
I'm glad to hear it. Did you want to ask something else?
We'll be leaving.
Oh, good.
I think that will be all, Baron. Thank you very much for your time.
Exactly, Clip. We're just crafting the full picture of your prosecution. Krill is like, persecution. Yes.
It was a pleasure. Have a delightful day, messieurs.
All right.
Au revoir.
Did you get all the information you needed, Falcon?
I hope so.
Don't worry. If everything goes wrong in the trial, we could always just wing it.
Hey-o.
Terrible, just terrible. Let's head back to the office and get some rest.
What is this always about? Going to get some rest. We are not getting rest. We have freaking
Getting
stuff to do.
alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. Getting.
That sounds like a good idea.
My rest is a Merlot.
Not drinker.
It's time to go to the Studio de Robinio to find the home of Robitio de Robinio, up-and-coming photographer.
There is a little bug inside the camera.
I bet he's a frog. I bet.
So, this is the studio of the famous photographer. Shall we knock?
Like
Wait.
a woodpecker?
There's a note on the door.
How dare you?
The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Robitio de Robinio, is currently out on an artistic expedition.
See, they're pushing this guy too much as a suspect. Now I'm starting to think he's not actually the guy. It's too much.
He shall return when his muse sees fit.
When his muse sees fit, what does that even mean?
I think it means that he is a pretentious bird brain, but in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now?
Let's go get some rest.
We're gonna knock anyway. Because exactly. We
More
should return and
Cabernet.
get some rest. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
We should knock anyway.
All right. I don't see the harm.
Please do it. Please do it. Please do it.
Ellipses.
Damn
No.
it.
Doesn't look like he's in, Falcon.
All right, see you, Kilgar. You wanted a piece of
Hey,
that,
Kilgar.
Trent?
No, I wanted to see him walk up and literally do the woodpecker thing.
With his beak. That would have been
Yeah,
awesome.
but he's a sparrow.
I don't care.
Choose wisely.
We're gonna break in. I don't trust this thing.
Oh shit.
We should we should break in, I think.
What? Are you serious?
Maybe.
Monsieur J.J. Falcon? I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism.
What's up, Aklaba?
Yo!
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over.
It's a brilliant suggestion. I'm barging the door down.
Oh, please.
Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first?
Didn't we already?
Whoa. What?
What in Bell Jesus' name was that?
Should it be Jesus? Like, what in birth Jesus' name was that?
Jesus? You said you wanted to break in. The show business.
We could find an open window. I did not think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, yeah, we ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very...
Swanky?
I was going to say ostentatious.
That's just swanky talk. swanky.
We don't have time for this. The sound of a door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention.
Yeah, you think?
The gendarmes could be here any minute.
Oh god, we should find anything from the help our case and get the hell out of here.
All right, select an area to examine. Let's take a look at that shelf with a bunch of bottles on it.
Which is obviously the one he's most interested in.
Yep.
I see paints, inks, and dyes. I'm not sure which clear liquid in this bottle is.
Absinthe, perhaps?
I could taste it.
No! You could, but we don't have time for hospital visit right now. So let's not.
All right, we got pictures.
This is a picture of a fence.
Thanks for the host, Gray. What's up, man?
It's a fancy. Oh shit. Sorry.
It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, oh shit, German. Out of all the pictures, I would pick it as my favorite.
You're killing me.
Okay, I'm done. No more offense, buds.
Oh, we got one up there. Let's go with the train.
This is a photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside. Not a train
Not
at all.
I would have sworn it was a train. Actually, 1840s. I guess it wouldn't be a train, would it?
Oh man.
Could be.
You know, I once had an uncle who fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty.
Wait
If
for
a
it.
pun comes, I swear to God, don't you even... I'm
Wait for
initially
it.
sorry. I'm initially sorry to hear that.
What's up, Royce?
Did he die?
No, he got demoted.
Yeah!
God, I swear.
This guy's awesome.
Terrible, but Jesus God, no. A lighthouse? No, wait, it's a man in a top hat.
Are you sure it's not a train?
Oh, could be a train. If I turn my head sideways.
It's a black smudge, Fargo.
All right, let's check this out.
Hey, Fargo, look.
What? It's just an easel.
No. Look at what's on the easel.
What's up, Monkey Commando? Oh.
Oh, wow. This must be a copy of the photograph from the evening of the murder.
Hello.
I'm taking a look, but there's still, obviously, still no hands on the clock.
There's no question about it. I see a housemaid, Dame Caterline, and I think that's Seigneur Pertois, Caterline's father.
So, what shall we do? Do we just take this?
Yep.
We've come this far. May as well borrow it.
Studio photograph has been added to your evidence folder. Hell yeah. This
You
was
stole
totally,
it?
this was completely done by warrant. This was totally legitimate.
Is there anything else we need to do here?
Take a
Oh,
poo
wait.
in the living room.
I assume the answer was no.
There were some other pictures. I want to hit that chandelier first.
You are a violent guy tonight.
A chandelier. You should get one of those for the office.
I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. I
So
gave
pick
half
that
of it
one.
to that waif in the street.
That's right.
I see a bourgeois tigress in profile. Huh?
I love it. This everything is a Rorschach test.
I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse.
Like Sparrowson just doesn't even want to do a pun anymore. This is like,
A picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. But only if you squint and make your eyes relax do you see it come out. A beautiful picture of the Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must have been taken from the Notre Dame Cathedral itself.
right. It's in the name of justice. Exactly, you guys. It's exactly right. I think that's. Oh my God. Even the small ones. Good God.
This appears to be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards success, perhaps.
Looks like it looks more like a stepladder to me.
Oh no, we're not getting into that old argument. A butterfly, or perhaps a moth? It's difficult to tell in black and white.
Oh, of course,
Look at
Raitana. I do know
look
those
at
laws.
At their antennae. That's right there.
Right.
This is a
Mr.
tiny photograph
Meat.
of
Oh.
what appears to be a jail cell.
That reminds me. How illegal is this?
Like that reminds you?
You know, breaking and entering, rifling through a person's belongings.
A little illegal.
Well, it's illegal, strictly speaking, yes. But we're trying to solve a murder case, so it's forgivable.
And we have this
Oh.
search warrant from Publishers Clearinghouse. So,
Oh.
Outstanding.
So you're saying is that a small act of evil is justifiable if it results in a greater good?
Yes, many despots and horrible murderers have made the same argument. So don't put words on my beak.
Let me see. I thought there'd be something more on the desk. Or in the fireplace. I think I may have gotten everything. Looks like we're
Any
good.
Franks lying around?
I know.
Can we take some?
like maybe 14 of them.
Yes. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw further attention to ourselves.
I hope that Sparrowson bashes a separate hole like the Kool-Aid guy right next to the door that he just blew open. Oh yeah.
May we?
Oh, may we?
Sounds good to me.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Uh-oh.
let's see. I'm trying to decide. Yeah, Tren, Rubinio, who I don't have a list for, but clearly a supercilious artist who is convinced of his own genius, I would guess.
Oh mon Dieu! What happened to my door?
Some kids did it. Little weasel types. We saw them.
They were named Olivier Twist and
Speciest.
Well, weasels. They're all like, let's break into this old guy's house. And we are like, no, weasels, we cannot do that because that would be illegal. And then they were like,
We chased them off. That's the important thing.
Well, thank you, I suppose.
Let's make a move. Trial day is approaching fast.
right, let's go.
wow, I can't believe we got out of that. The weasels moment.
Yeah, that was good.
That was impressive. All right. The time has come, people. We're about to go to the Palace of Justice for the first day of the trial. Before we do that, good turnout tonight. Hello to everybody who's watching. You guys are watching the brilliantly talented Arvocalists. This is a cast that I look forward to every month because I really love working with these guys. I am joined by BB Wolf and Russ Gruberman and Trendane Sparks. The other two, George, sadly, is sick and cannot join us. Rob,
His last name
sadly,
is not sadly.
yeah, George Ledoux, sadly,
Yeah.
cannot join us because he is sick. And
Not hyphenated either.
Rob sadly cannot join us because he's too busy packing for a trip that's in 6 days. No, I'm
His
just
name
kidding.
isn't sadly either.
I'm just giving him crap. But you will see Rob on Sunday. You'll see Trendane as well. If you like what you see in here, please make sure to follow the channel. Please follow suit with the person who supported the Patreon tonight. We're at 404.39. If we can continue to get this number higher, we'll be able to give these wonderful people a raise. They deserve it. And please check out the Steam group, the YouTube. Please follow the channel. And please consider supporting the Patreon, as I mentioned. Also, don't forget we have ArvCon coming up over the weekend, a charity convention to benefit the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation, 2 D&D sessions, a music concert on Saturday night, and a bunch of giveaways and things like that, all for a good cause. But welcome, everybody. Good to see you all, and let's do it. Palais of Justice. Oh, and by the way, there is a judge in this, Trendane, and you obviously have to be the judge after the Phoenix Wright situation.
Shut up!
Exactly.
I just need to know how to say shut up in French.
That's right. Fermez la bouche. Is actually.
Well, yeah, I guess that'll work.
Falcon and
Silence.
Sparrowson stand inside the mobile portico of the Palais de Justice, awaiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance.
That's what the
Are you
ellipsis should
nervous,
sound like.
Falco?
Silence.
Is that bad, huh? Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson. Is there anything you need me to do?
Tell the truth.
No. We've got a handle on things.
Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case.
Maybe the weasels are murderers too. We should call them as witnesses.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through. What was I even doing for this?
I don't remember.
This
Oh,
is
it's
the-
German.
Right. Intentional German. Fuck. Let's move it along, fellas. I'll be watching from inside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon.
That's where you want to add words like "Come on, Fraulein." You know.
Kommen Sie bitte.
I'll give you my bill.
We will. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Boom.
Dun dun.
Judge Maxime. And by the way, the description for Judge Maxime is one of the longest serving judges in France. He is known for being attentive and even-handed.
Or winged,
Yes.
the case maybe. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Accident. It said, is everybody here? Sorry.
JJ,
everybody here?
JJ Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Okay. Here is Rupert Rabington, who I think I mentioned before to you guys, but I'll mention him again. So Rupert Rabington is a stuttering and jumpy prosecutor who bumbles through... What the hell? I
That's
lost
the
it.
one you wanted me to do.
No, I wanted you to do Cocorine.
was.
Did I? Oh, yeah. No, yes. Yeah, yes, I got it.
exactly.
That guy. All right, so you know who he is. Go to it.
Oh God. Okay. I didn't know he was a rabbit. I would have gone for a completely different thing. Now all I see is the Cadbury bunny. It's
It's like high and bumbling, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Rupert Rabington, present. Ready is the prosecution, Your Honor. Darn it, that's not it. Where are my notes?
I knew it.
Knew what?
Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes.
Oh, was he smart?
No.
No. He always scored the second worst marks in the class. I can only assume that he bumbled through the exams, the final exams, on the luck of his two rabbit's feet. And as he's improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag.
That's good to know. But say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, who scored the lowest?
In before Sparrowson.
C'est moi!
Yeah.
I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate.
Well played.
Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
Are the jury all present? Yeah.
Let's see. I guess I'll do that. All present and accounted for, Your Honor.
Hey, Falcon. I thought there were only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8?
Oh, those two birds with the funny hats are assesseurs, the associate judges.
Everything seems to be in order. Let us begin. Court is now in session for the trial of Dame Cataline de Miao. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand. Oh gosh. Are we there already? Okay. I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Voltaire, to the witness stand.
Oh my God! As I realize I may have set up Tren for a three-way conversation. Oh well.
With himself.
Won't be the first
I
time.
get to do a three-way on stream.
Yeah. Want more things like that?
Well, that's the wrong one. Inspector Voltaire. And suddenly he's British. Please approach the stand and recite the order.
Oh,
I'm not doing him.
there he is.
I am. Oh, so this is the other guy? The
Yeah,
other
that's
guy
the
that I'm doing?
That's the inspector guy. Yeah, sorry, I didn't know they were all going to show up at the same time.
It's beyond Skyrim. How does this guy sound?
This is the this was the guy that you were saying was straight up DW from Shadowrun.
Okay, great. Okay. God. I'm not sure if I can do him in French. Okay.
If you want, I mean, do you want me to take him? I can. Like, it's up to you. I don't want to.
Let me give it a shot.
All right.
Oh God. Yeah, Dragon Spear. I'm having a vocal meltdown. Here we go. Okay. As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak the truth. Okay, fuck it. He's Cockney. Without hatred and without fear.
Yeah.
To tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Oh, I love it.
I'm an ex-patriot. Shut up. Inspector, please state your name and occupation for the record. My name is Inspector Justin Voltaire, not to be confused with Voltaire. I'm a servant to the law and a scourge to the gutter rats, no offense. To the plague the city, again, no offense. This city, I've enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue to until I bring the infamous villain, Viridian Killer, who I'll tell you about some other time, to Justin.
Exactly, Dragon. He puts the Cockney in that cock. Yes, he does.
My path it begins 18 years ago, and let's fermer la bouche. Let's. Oh my God. Okay.
It was kind of low.
Yeah, I know
Like
it was
that.
low.
You can do it.
Yeah, I can. You can do it. Okay. Listen to the questions, Inspector. Of course, Your Honor. Okay, they're actually brothers. Nobody knows.
Ah,
Right, there
great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're getting stuck with low goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would tell in his own mother if he saw her later on.
Indeed. So, Inspector, is it true that you were the lead investigator on this case? Yeah, trying to. Yeah, that's correct. I was also among the first to arrive on the scene of the crime. Then perhaps you could walk us through what you witnessed upon your arrival. Yeah, absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were alerted and brought to the scene by the housemaid of Baron. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Demian.
This is discrimination, I object.
She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grévy with his blood on a pause.
I'll bet they never actually checked her paws, and it was actually the red
They
snake blood.
tasted fine to me. Shut up. Well, that sounds like an open and shut case, in my humble opinion. No further questions, Your Honor.
Way to nail that down, Remington.
Thanks very much.
Blooded paws? Nobody told me that detail.
Keep it together, Falcon. You're about to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. I can keep this accent together, yeah. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony.
Of course. I know this.
You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon.
Cross-examination. Cross-examine the witness to find flaws in his testimony. Select a key phrase that you find suspicious, and Falcon will press the witness for information by saying "caw-caw," which is hold it.
Hold it.
Ask the right questions to bring the truth to light. Avoid pressing for pointless details. The judge and jury don't like having their time wasted. Select a statement to question.
Mr. Nick.
Yes. Let's see. I'm going to question blood on her paws.
Inspector, you say that Dame Canterline had blood on her paws.
Correct, yeah. Blood, it clung to her fur like guilt to a convict. Yeah.
Whose blood was it?
I don't know, it didn't taste familiar to me.
Whose blood was it?
Hearing an echo. Ah! What a question. It was Monsieur Grenouille's, of course.
How can you be so sure? We do not have DNA yet.
I object. This line of questioning is absurd. There was only one murder victim that night, Falcon.
That's right, and meat is dead. Hold it!
The blood on Dame Cataline's paws could only have belonged to one person, Monsieur Grenouille.
Yep, way ahead of you, monkey. That's exactly right.
I'm a rabbit. Judge, Falcon's trying to delay the trial by asking pointless questions.
I'm afraid the prosecution may have a point, Monsieur Falcon. Do you have any reason to suspect that the blood belonged to someone other than Monsieur Grenouille?
Indeed I do, Your Honor.
Oh.
I do.
I do, Your Honor.
That's what this is.
Actually, I have more than a suspicion. I have evidence that the blood on Dame Caterline's paws had nothing to do with the murder.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is foolish time wasting, Falcon.
Shut up. Go back to the bunny hill.
Okay. Wait. If the blood on Dame Cataline's paws didn't come from the victim, then where did the blood come from?
Do no bloody rare steak!
On the evening of the murder, Dame Catelyn ate a bloody red steak!
Do it up!
Is this true, Monsieur Remington?
A manner of speaking, I suppose the steak may have been on the menu. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't...
Then, Inspector, would you acknowledge the possibility that the blood on the lady's paws did not belong to the victim, but to the steak?
No. I mean, well,
Wait, don't answer that, Inspector.
oh, okay. It's a possibility. Maybe.
No!
Intriguing. Pretty convincing. You gained a little favor with the jury.
Seems good. Kappa Ross.
So, Inspector Velarti, is it possible that you arrested an innocent bystander simply for being a messy eater?
Yeah, that seems perfectly reasonable. I mean,
Hold on just 1 minute, Falcon. You are overlooking something quite important.
Please bring up the idea they used forks and knives, because I got you, son!
Dame Catelyn is an elegant bourgeois kitten, so no doubt brought up with flourish etiquette and perfect table manners. At the banquet, she would have eaten the steak with a fork in her left hand and a knife in her right, like any proper civilized animal.
Wow, that's really
Is that
brilliant
what I'm supposed to
deduction,
do?
Rappington, but suck it because you're wrong, because there was no cutlery. What's up?
How could she possibly have gotten blood on her paws with such good manners?
Oh, that is a good question. Or at least it would be at any ordinary dinner banquet.
Dun, dun, dun.
But as it happens, something was missing from that particular banquet. Something that forced Dame Catelyn to eat with her paws.
Wapow.
Dame Catelyn was forced to eat steak with her paws because the silverware of the household had been previously stolen!
Do it up!
I would like to note for the record, Your Honor, that since the defense attorney actually happens to have the silverware in his inventory, then clearly he's the one who stole it. I mean, stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report.
Well, we weren't aware of anything missing from the residence when we performed the initial, investigation.
Perhaps that's because you're too busy looking cool in your eye patch. Not enough
Well,
busy.
Okay. But, as it happened, Baron approached us about this very subject last night.
Exactly, Rainbucket.
Um,
Innocent, perhaps. What a twist! You gained a little favor with the jury.
My God, this is like a Shyamalan film.
What is the meaning of all of this? Bloody steak? Misplaced silver.
Actually, he said stolen.
Silverware. Inspector, what was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report?
Is it bad that I really want right now the under pressure music from Phoenix Wright? You know, the
Rain bucket. What a twist.
Yep.
Lax, my judge, I assure you, I am the most thorough investigative officer on the force.
Oh, and Dragon Spear points out that we have just gotten another $10 donation to the Patreon, people. I love it. We're up to $414.39. That's what I'm talking about. That is awesome. Again, whoever did that, if you can reveal yourselves, we will give you the love that you so deserve. It's never a requirement, but if you do, we'll be happy to acknowledge it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Guys, for those of you who don't know what that is, that's essentially the equivalent of my subsystem. I started paying these guys because of the Patreon, but I want to give them a raise too, and at the 450 level, we'll be able to do that. So if we can keep things moving in the right direction, we can do that. You can even require me to play Wizardry 8. God help me. So thank you guys so much. This is super awesome.
And if you don't reveal who you are, we're going to accuse you of trying to bribe the judge.
Got to help get BB a raise. That's a Little Muffin who did it. Yay! Thank you, Little Muffin.
Little Muffin.
Thank you, Little Muffin. Can we give Little Muffin some love? Can I see the Arv Dragons, the Arv Quills, the So Goods
that.
in chat? Can we see it? Can we see that? Thank you guys so much. We need to get an Arvocalist emote, guys. We can get like an Arvocalist better TTV emote or something. That'd be awesome. Anyway, but thank you so much, Muffin. That's really awesome. Okay, let's see. Meanwhile, back at the trial, I like to think that Valerty, while we're actually talking about the Patreon, is like looking back and forth from the screen. He's like, well, what's going on?
Then it is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Hello?
Sorry, just typing. Oh,
I was going to say.
that's all there is to it.
Oh dear.
Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case.
Oh, snap.
Fine, so be it. Messieurs, until next time.
Next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is, how do you say, ready?
Yes, of course, Your Honor, and we pronounce it ready. Yeah. I call upon let's see, Monsieur Rubinho, the photographer, who attended the banquet the night of the horrible murder.
Monsieur Rubinho, please approach this stand and recite the enfant.
Oh, are you getting me there? Are you getting me there? Hold on a second.
I have to click on that now.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't keep it going though because I've loved this music so much that we've heard so far, and it's all French. So I feel like I'm gonna all of a sudden I'm gonna be like, also it's gonna be an opening for Pearl to start asking, Mr. Nick, what is the soundtrack?
Monsieur Nick?
Yes, Pearl.
Quel est un soundtrack?
Soundtrack. It is a thing that makes all games awesome. All right.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Oh
Was
God,
this-
this was me.
This was trending.
This was me.
All right, Trent. Sorry.
Shit. This is beyond Skyrim.
I know it. I'm
beyond Skyrim.
You can
Doing
tap out.
every
You can
voice.
tap out if you want. You can tap out with that part if you want. It's up to you.
So,
All right.
how does it
At
go?
least none of these are bow voices. I'll put it that way.
Right. Oh, be patient. I'm sure. How did this guy say?
This guy was the convinced of his own genius.
Oh
super-
yes.
So I had him up about here, I think.
Yes.
How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the true truth and nothing but the truth. It's a little cliché, but it is perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record? As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I'm the Monsieur Peter Rubino, cutting-edge photographer and visionary.
I like how you're right on the edge of. Like it doesn't make a car. Like you're right on the edge of.
I don't just take people's pictures, I capture their very essence. Je suis le...
I have no idea how to pronounce that. So,
Je suis l'artiste, tu es un
okay,
pipe.
What he said.
Yeah.
Said I'm an artist, you're a pipe.
You're a pipe.
okay, that's okay.
It is a pipe dream. You may have seen my works in hip magazines like La Branche or C'est Chouette.
Is that right? What is
Chouette.
Chouette.
Okay, that's that thing. I can send you tweets if you
Oh,
love
shit.
Tweets.
Uh,
Outstanding.
We knew it was coming.
Yeah, I was really hoping it didn't. But
Yeah, Russ is the main character dragon. that's one of the reasons.
who on earth? What on earth? Where on earth is a tweet?
Bird communication. Comment faire quand it's the 19th century? Guess we the times already.
Yes, your works are very impressive, Monsieur Rubino. But let's get down to business. Could you tell us the activities on the night of the murder? They were yours. Very well. I was hired by Baron Rorer to capture the evening's event. I arrived at 7 in the evening. I pointed my camera. I don't know where I'm going with this, and captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Rorer and left.
Like a true artist.
And with regard to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? I thought you might ask. I brought a copy of it so that you can all see for yourselves. Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. No, not that close. Oh, my word. This is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see. Who do I have?
That is garbage. That's not the same picture. The
I
Baron
know
had
that
himself substituted instead of the cat. Haha.
I don't know whose voice that is, but you're not sworn in yet, so you can't run the testimony.
I'm speaking from outer space. Sorry.
In the middle, we see Baron Royer and the lion who hosted the event. And on the left, we see Senior Boutron de Mia, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Colline de Ron, who I suspect may have snuck in the picture uninvited. Oh, good gracious me. And, as you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Conwy. And the second is the defendant, Dame Cataline de Miao. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree?
Just a moment, Monsieur Abington. This proves nothing. So, the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. That doesn't mean they were in the garden together at that point.
Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. It's not your turn. Naughty. The prosecution may continue. Behind the photograph subject, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30.
Wow, the clock is set on 7:30 with 0 hands on it. Oh, wait.
That's what I said. But I didn't say anything about hands, Mr. Mysterious Testifying Voice. Now, why is the time significant? Well, as the Inspector Voltaire told us earlier, that was the exact time that the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Cataline herself.
Hey, Falcon, that photograph doesn't seem right. It looks different to the one we borrowed from Robinho's studio.
I see it too. Our photograph shows Colline Duhaut, Dame Cataline, and Seigneur Pertois. But Monsieur Robinho's photograph shows Baron Roguet, where Dame Cataline should be standing. How peculiar. If we assume that only one photograph was taken, and we know that it takes days to take a single photograph in this era, this demonstrates that one of the photographs must have been edited in some way.
Oh.
You should just slam that evidence down. Be like, bam! Inconsistency? The whole courtroom is out of order. Case closed.
I really like Sparrowson.
I can't do that.
Well, I suppose you could be a little more delicate with your words.
No, I mean I can't do that because our evidence was illegally obtained when you turned into a bird cannonball and smashed through the door. We robbed the place blind. If I were to
I
present
beg
it...
your pardon, Monsieur Falcon. What is this about you?
I think so, Your Honor. If I were to present it, Monsieur Robinho would ask how we acquired it, and then that whole trial would derail, and I
The
would be
results?
court-martialed. In a worst-case scenario, I could lose my legal license, and we would be arrested for theft.
We are guilty. This is... well, we don't want that.
No, we don't. I should tread lightly.
You should walk on eggshells. Sorry, I had to.
Eggshells of my own making, yes? I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Good.
Very well. The defense may proceed. It's a waste of time if you ask me. The photographs are rock-solid evidence.
Yeah, confiscated from the weasels, right? Cross-examination. Select a statement to question. Let's see. One magnificent photograph.
Hold it!
Hold it!
Let's take a closer look at this photograph, shall we?
Why is it in black and white? No, how about this?
Just to clarify, Monsieur Robinho, photographs are a direct reflection of reality. Are they not?
That is correct. No. That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies.
That is most curious. Because I see a mistake.
Oh!
A mistake impossible. I just told you, monsieur, the camera is perfect, unbiased device. The photograph it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific.
Certainly.
Here we go. Wablam.
The clock in this photograph. There is something not right about it.
Well, isn't that convenient? The defense sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates its client.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not me.
Don't give me that cocky tone, Monsieur Abington. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in the picture.
And the evidence is missing clock hands.
The clock itself. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hands pointing at 7 and 6.
That much is self-evident.
Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge of Chateau Crinière has no hands!
It has no hands.
The clock is merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Roguel's housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Robinho, how do you explain this discrepancy?
I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless.
There is no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world.
Maybe there was an error in...
Which accidentally created hands.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's
Very
such a terrible
specifically
bug
pointed at
these
7
days.
and...
Maybe there was an error in the printing process. We don't know.
Error precisely where the clock's hand should be. Please, monsieur, do not patronize us.
Speaking of patronage, you see the Patreon down there. Please feel free to know that.
Oh,
Please
the
do patronize us. Please, if you will. Patronize us.
Patronize us.
Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation.
Of course. Please stop.
You, Monsieur Robinho, edited this photograph!
Dude up!
Not the rabbit. Not the rabbit.
Edited?
I'm no expert, as this is a brand new technology, but I suspect that you used paint or ink to carefully put hands upon the clock.
Oh my goodness.
Would have been a simple task considering the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include an endless clock in the photograph just to simplify the editing process.
1800s photoshopping strats. Exactly.
Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing?
Is it not obvious?
No, that's why I asked.
Well, then I'll tell you. By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph's subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Robinho created a perfect alibi!
Alibi.
That can't be killed.
Of course, this raises further questions. Who is the witness protecting?
I like Chad is saying the hands are added using MS Paint. I can tell it's Photoshop because of the pixels.
I am protecting my reputation.
And why? Was Mr. Robinho coerced? Bribed? Threatened? Enough silence! Let's hear some answers, Monsieur Robinho.
Fan, you got me. I'm guilty. I did it all.
What?
You help me.
You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Monsieur Granouille?
No. No, I have no idea who killed a frog. No offense. Sorry. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs, and yes, that included adding hands to the clock.
Yep, obviously the Baron.
You were ordered? By whom?
Monsieur Granouille.
I dare not say.
Monsieur Robinho, I strongly advise you to answer the defense's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all.
Or I will reach down and stab you through the head with my beak.
Correct.
With respect, Judge, I fear His claws more than
Uh-huh.
the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names.
Aha.
His claws. Did you hear that, Falcon?
That.
That is most unfortunate.
What the fuck accent was that?
Monsieur Robinho, we cannot and shall not torture the names out of you. We don't live under ancien regime after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course.
I can't protest. That's the least I deserve for my failure as an artist. Oh my God. Good day, Messieurs.
Intriguing. Oh, pretty convincing. You gained a little favor with the jury.
So the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter.
Really?
Yes. The photographic evidence still depicts Dame Catelyn is absolutely close to the time of the murder. That's significant.
All right, so here's where we get into the problem of trying to figure out how to show them the picture without admitting that we stole it. I think I'll just throw Sparrowson under the bus. You should just be like, well, the truth is, Your Honor, that I found this thieving magpie who gave me this thing. But now that we have it, perhaps...
Merci beaucoup.
Don't be tense, Monsieur Rabington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
However, I have this one. Oh, why not? It's still a portrayal of the night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too.
If the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
You must acquit.
It is possible that Dame Catelyn was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for. I mean, for God's sake, we may have stolen the original painting ourselves.
I'm just speculating here, but... Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
Nothing.
So what you're saying, Falcon, is the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Signor Poutrois de Miao, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Senor Pertois to implicate his own daughter.
What if he hates her? Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest, beloved Baron deliberately tried to frame Dame Catelyn? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet, that the Baron is a pillar of our community, and he would never do such a thing.
Monsieur Rabington, I'm not here to throw accusations.
You're a
That's the
defense
job of you, prosecutor. However,
Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, it's the this is you, Tren. You just don't see him yet, but that's the Baron. Rogue way.
Damn. Oh, he was just like regular French, right?
Yeah.
Regular
but
mid-tone French.
he was regular mid-tone French.
Yeah,
Yes, but
but
you
it
had
was
the very like, like, oh, so thank you, messieurs,
You know, when you told me you had a surprise for me, I didn't think that I was going to be doing half the.
I didn't know it either. It kind of worked out that way.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Good. I'm not the only one who says mayhaps. That's awesome.
Yes.
I say that anyway. Mayhaps I
Mayhaps
should
isn't
offer
excellent.
my opinion. Oh, right, grab the cigar.
Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet.
See, I didn't want to do that in court.
Good night, Rogan.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Georges? Maybe. I suppose that's fine. Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objection.
No objections here.
Bon. Fantastic. Oh,
But before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear, prejudice, etc., etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me what I witnessed over the course of the evening. Go ahead, please.
So we got. Did I see that we got 10 minutes with you, BB, before you have to bell?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, Baron, what about the night with the things?
The initial dinner went magnificently. It was absolutely fantastic.
When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grandouille left to visit the garden. I believe he had to pee. Dame Catalan followed him behind, not his behind, but followed behind him moments later.
How would you know?
Well, I saw him do it. Of course, Senor Boutoir, Monsieur Robino, and myself were engaged. We're not engaged like for marriage or anything. We were engaged in conversation. So we paid her no mind, aside from the fact that I paid attention that she was leaving. And after the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grandouille and Dame Catalan. Then, would be when we heard the cry for help, which came from the incredible neck of my lady person who takes care of my house. Thank you, Baron. I think we all know this story from here.
I would like to cross-examine the witness, if that's convenient for you.
He's not a witness.
Wow, I misread that. Oh my God. I looked up and the first thing I saw was, "Do you doubt my virginity?" And I was like, what?
Wow. And that ain't lying. Hey, sorry. Sorry.
Hey.
I'm just prepping myself for shadows and beliefs.
Do you doubt my integrity, garçon?
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron.
Very well then, hit me with your best shot.
Dun-it, dun-it.
Why don't you hit me with your best shot?
Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Roguel, am an honest man, or by that I mean cat.
The defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
Cross-examination. Select a statement to question. Let's see. Dinner went magnificently. Mr. Gordon left to visit the garden. My housemaid discovered the pair.
Can we pick things too?
I mean, sure. If you have an idea.
Oh yeah.
What's
Dinner
your
went
idea?
magnificently. Because if there was no silverware, how the hell did dinner go magnificently?
Well, also, what about the cigar that we found in the garden?
Right. That I think is going to come into play at some point. But I was going to ask about the garden, because how does he know that he went to visit the garden? Because he said that. But yeah, let's start with the dinner. I agree.
Hold it! Baron Rogoy, I would like to ask a question about the dinner you served that evening.
Well, technically speaking, it was my servants who served it, but that's what they're called. Okay, all right, ask away. Do it.
Let's see. Not the red herring. Regarding the stolen cutlery.
Earlier today, we established that silverware was stolen from your residence prior to the banquet.
Yes, absolument. I'm aware of who the culprit is, but I've decided not to press charge.
It is curious, then, that you decided to serve steak.
Uh-huh.
It isn't what one would describe as finger food, after all, despite the fact that none of us have fingers.
I don't know about that, Falcon. With the right attitude, all food can be finger food.
Yes, especially pudding. There is nothing curious about it. Senor Poutoir and Dame Catalan are vocal lovers of rare steak. I merely was suiting their requirements.
Besides, what other choice would the Baron have, Falcon? Serve vegetable broth like a common peasant? Or perhaps, even worse, use plasticware? Oh, God.
Do be quiet, prosecutor. You sound ridiculous.
So sorry, Baron. Do you have another question about dinner?
I don't know if I want to ask him about
Actually, I
the
don't
red-
think it was him that said that.
I don't even know if I want to ask about the red herring. Like, quite obviously, I shouldn't be asking about the red herring, right? Like,
But it doesn't matter.
Or maybe you should be.
Hmm.
well, I mean, I'm trying to... That part actually went well, right? I mean, they liked the herring, or no? Am I misremembering?
Where did the herring come from again?
That was that was the first meal they started with, and then they went into the steak. But she said that the food was delicious, and I thought they started with the red herring.
That's right, they did.
So, because they said not to press about, well,
Useless details, which is exactly what a
I
herring.
can't imagine it's, yeah, I'm going to say no.
Unless it's a double fake out.
That's true. All right, let's talk about this garden.
Baron, we saw the murder scene, your garden, for ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
What's with all the horses? When was the last time you visited it?
Baron Rogueway, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden?
As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my garden for years.
Hold it!
What?
Years, you say?
Tension!
Yeah.
That's not right.
I was there. I know I wasn't there.
Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny.
Hold up to screwing who? Sorry. Oh, and why is that?
Because we have hard evidence that you visited the garden recently.
Balderdash, my word is gold, just like all of my gold. Shows this got your so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
True, Rain.
I found some websites.
Waplow.
This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found in the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred!
Do it up!
No.
Squawk!
A cigar butt? That could belong to anybody.
Prosecutor, please, fermez la bouche. I can speak for myself.
Okay, sorry, Baron.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars. But I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in
You
years.
lying sack.
Don't call me a liar, monsieur, but naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. There was frog meat everywhere, no offense. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
You see, Falcon, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded. But, as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin. A location that only could be accessed with great inconvenience.
Inconvenience.
And a little padding or paddling.
On your behind.
The cigar butt was not dropped. It was deliberately hidden.
There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there? Because I can only think of one.
Well, you have a limited brain.
Well, in my limited brain, that is that you, Baron Rogueway, deliberately hid your cigarette butt to disguise your own illicit activities.
Oh, did I now? And what illicit activities might those be?
I don't know, petty larceny, theft, murder. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Rogueway, murdered Monsieur Conway. That is what you are trying to keep it in.
Oh!
Directly accusing me of murder? How shamelessly present!
That's a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means of motive or opportunity, and you're not a prosecutor, so stop it.
No evidence. Think harder, Monsieur Rivington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Hawkway as the prime suspect. Want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. He's got all the money in the world. His lion's claws are sharp as a surgeon's blade. Cutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robinho confessed just moments ago that he filled, quote-unquote, his claws.
Ridiculous. I would never threaten a man with violence.
You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive! By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2.
The walls are closing in.
This is preposterous.
Jedi. The Baron couldn't stand the frog saying, "Bud," for 1 minute longer.
Oh, God.
Wise her.
And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of an endless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said.
Prosecutor. Whoa.
Prosecutor.
What the hell was that? I don't know whether.
I am the god of hellfire.
And I bring you. Okay.
Prosecutor, are you just going to stand and let this slanderous yarn go uncontested? Say something. Object! Oh, you're pitifully useless. And uselessly pitiful.
After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. So, out of desperation, he threw it into the fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping gendarme. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Seigneur Bertrand de Miao, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Cataline was the first to happen upon the crime scene. So the Baron improvised.
And suddenly I almost went to a character from Star Trek The Next Generation. This is an outrage! This is an outrage! Judge, I demand that you debar this raving lunatic.
No, there is only one outrage here. That is that a man such as yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder!
I love it. Suddenly Bernie Sanders. When millionaires and billionaires can frame an innocent girl for murder.
You're a bourgeois of the worst kind.
How dare you?
Yes.
How dare you, garçon! The utter nerve for lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I am nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I am a respectable, hard-working capitalist.
No, you're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs.
I don't have any friends who are dear. Shut up. Oh, you mean, with an A. You incredulous whelp.
I ought to cut you right here and now, like a,
Oh.
like
Oh,
a
yeah.
frog.
You're damn right I ordered the code red.
Could someone please restrain the Baron? Be mindful of his claws.
That's you, BB.
German
I'm
BB.
sorry, I was being meowed at.
Hey.
I'm on it, Your Honor. Kommen Sie bitte, old man. To the concierge with you. With you? With me?
Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw. I can walk myself. And teleport, so don't touch me.
Holy shit.
This is quite a turn of events. Does the prosecution... Oh, you're over there. Does the prosecution have anything to add?
Well, in a manner of speaking, to be honest, no.
Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. And I teleport.
Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hope it was enough.
What do you mean? You just proved Catherine innocence. Innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure.
Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something very important about the justice system.
That I have to pay for it?
Precisely.
What's that?
You said it yourself. I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's not possible.
I love that Jedi. Falcon punch! Literally.
All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dane Cataline's innocence. All I have done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure that I understand the difference.
That is because you have a little bird brain.
I teleport back in. We have reached a decision. In light of recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Catalan Demian, to be dead. Oh, I mean, not guilty.
Hey-oh! Not guilty! Not guilty! Can
You have died.
dig it!
Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson, you did it!
Yes,
Do it like this, you know.
I suppose we did, didn't we?
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly.
I thought it was so we could get some rest, because we need some rest.
So we can drink. You did it, Falcon.
I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I like how she, like, blinks demurely.
Yeah, she really does.
I'm so proud of you both. I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses. You are amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
Oh, it was nothing.
I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius.
Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case.
Real quick, isn't she the Baron's daughter?
No,
No.
she's persons like the Baron's partners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all cats look alike.
I'm sorry.
Monsieur Falcon, there is no need to play coy. The case is over.
Oh wow, this is like presumed innocent, where it turns out actually.
Here's the twist. Yeah.
Play coy?
I murdered that frog bitch. Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
I'm completely lost.
Oh, I thought the goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. All right, I'll spell it out for you. Suddenly German.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Hello?
this is you.
Hello?
I murdered Monsieur Henri. Sorry, Jardin, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand?
Business?
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunkard frog was the weakest link.
Goodbye.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Rogue's cigar box hidden in the garden.
Oh, I put it there.
Oh,
I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris' finest. But Falcon proves that Monsieur Rubinio's photograph was edited. It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Croix in the garden.
So the one that we found was the edited picture.
My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Rubinio to paint of me over Baron Roquet and to add hands to the clock. But the lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering either photograph by trial day.
You know what I wonder now? If we hadn't broken in and found that, it means we would have lost the trial, but that would have been the theoretical right outcome. I have a feeling like we were supposed to win this trial one way or the other, but yeah.
So good thing that Monsieur Falcon so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly.
Buck, buck, buck. Buck, buck, buck.
What is this silence? You should both be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could hold a case like this, even for a bourgeoisie kitty like me. I think you should leave. Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, petit Sparrow.
50 francs. That's it? 30 francs? Or 40, I guess?
Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon?
Wow.
The end. Now,
Damn.
End of Act 1. And that's
like any French film, it ends on a depressing note.
ends in a depressing note. Wow. So I'm guessing that we're about halfway through, which means this might be the kind of thing we could pick up next month with the second half of it, I think. I really liked this, guys. This is like really good for this team, I feel like. It was good stuff.
Real quick, before he gets away, there's a friend of mine who's watching. I presume he's still watching. Cigar. I want one. Bring it with you when you come over. Okay, please carry on.
Well, all right.
Jobs, I want several. If you could just... Anyway.
So this was good stuff, guys. And I really hope that everyone in chat enjoyed it. Yeah, this really was awesome. This is a lot of fun. I mean, you know, I have the best. This is the best voice acting team that exists. Like, there is no better team. So these guys were great.
Of course, that's true.
It was super, super awesome, and I hope that everybody in chat enjoyed it. This was really great, and the Patreon did really well too, guys. We picked up, I think it was $15 today in Patreon donations, if I'm not mistaken. No, more than that, $20.
Oh, more than that.
So $20 tonight. So that was great. I really, really appreciate it. It was awesome, and we are definitely going to do this again. I'll try to get the Arvocalists on again earlier in the month next month, so we can kind of wrap this this up because I think that would be good. I had heard good things. Yeah, exactly, Mercurius. Well, actually, Rogan deserves some credit because Rogan had told me a little bit about Aviary Attorney before, and when I was thinking about what game to do, I thought about the Banner Saga 2, and I may still do that at some point. But then I came across this, and I was like, okay, it's Phoenix Wright plus birds with classical music, like and puns. I was like, please sign me up. Like, this will be perfect for them. So, but you guys did a great job. So I think it's only 2 or 3 acts, maybe, but which is too bad. What I tweeted this at the company, but what we really it's called Sketchy Logic. Yes. Sketchy Logic Games, but what we need to do is everyone in chat needs to tell Sketchy Logic Games to pronto do new cases so we can these are the Arvocalists because this is really awesome. If you guys liked what you saw and heard, again, don't forget to follow the channel Steam group, the ArvTube, and again that Patreon that you see down there at the bottom right. Please, if you can, support that because that will get these guys a raise that they so richly deserve. It was great stuff. BB, I know you got to bail, so I'll let you go first. What do you have to? Anything people should be on the lookout for you, like on your channel? Like, what are you playing? What are you playing next, basically?
What am I playing next? Tomorrow, I'm actually going to take a break from Undertale because I finally finished the pacifist ending.
Yeah, woo!
And I'm going to do at least a giant chunk of Chapter 2 of Life is Strange. So that's going to be part of GGG Friday, which is Gifted Games Grab Bag Friday. Then on Saturday, I'm not actually required to do anything because the DM kind of wiped out our party and I no longer give a fuck. So,
Wow.
Saturday's whatever I want. Sunday I'm off. Monday back to art night. And yeah, should be fun.
Awesome. Good stuff and really good work today, BB.
Cool.
Russ, what about you, my friend? What next performance have we got for you?
If any of you guys are located in Los Angeles, I do a show every Tuesday at 8 at the PAC Theater. My team is called Yay. You can find it at Yay Comedy on the Facebooks. I'm also on a Harry Potter themed improv team, which is called The Show That Shall Not Be Named. We're doing a whole bunch of shows, including the last bookstore on June 25th. Don't go to that. It's going to be a riot. But there are other ones that you can go to that will be less crazy. And web stuff to come.
And
also.
stuff like that. And don't forget to check out, if you guys get a chance, the mepreport.com, TheMeprep, no, not the,
nope,
just mepreport.com, mepreports.com, which is Russ, myself, and our friend Stories, conversation/comedy podcast that we've been doing for over 10 years. Actually, we started that back in 2005. So, so definitely,
you guys are old.
Yeah, we've been around forever. Yeah, so check it out and good stuff. Good job today, Russ. Says JJ. Well
Thank
done.
you, sir.
I was a big fan of the.
Yeah.
The build was tremendous. And Tren, finally, at long last. Of course, I'm going to see you on Sunday. Will we see you doing anything else before Fifely reemerges?
It seems like there's something. I can't quite remember what it is now, though. Now, let's see. Tomorrow is the Friday night show on Star Citizen Base Radio. Saturday, it seems like there should be something, but I can't remember what it is. The Captain's Table, which I believe is also on Star Citizen Base Radio, and then Sunday for D&D stuff. All day. All day, baby, all day. And yeah, Black Belt, and he's right, I just confirmed this. What's up, Grand Duke Belt? Based God trending. Just confirmed that there's 4 acts to this game, so that's good. So we will be able to really sort of delve into this for the next month at least, and maybe 2 months. So cool stuff. All right, and you guys all know me. I'm going to let these guys go, and then I'll wrap up. But you will see Trending on Sunday, and you'll see Russ and BB a lot earlier than that, and George and Rob hopefully a lot earlier than that because they'll be back next month for the next chapter of Aviary Attorney. Trending, Russ, BB, great job tonight, guys. Thank you so much. It was fun.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Greg.
All right. Bye, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. All right. Whoops. No, you don't want to see that. I mean, not yet. You don't. Where are we? Get rid of this and turn on this. There we go. That was awesome, guys. Wow. Really, really fun. I had a lot of fun. Oh, my camera's doing that. I had a lot of fun with this. And I hope you guys did too. I'm glad that worked out. That was enjoyable. A lot of good stuff in there. It does. Reminds me of Phoenix Wright, but with birds in the French. I mean, what is not to like? So if you guys liked it as much as I did, please make sure to give these folks some love. Make sure you follow their respective channels. Please support their respective projects. If you are in LA or California, go check Russ out, because Russ is a very talented improv guy, as I hope should be obvious from what you see on here from him every month. And I mean, you know, the work that we get from BB and from Trendane and from George and Rob, I think speaks for itself. So great job out of the Arvocalists. This is always one of my most fun casts that I do every month. So I'm glad we were able to do it here as well. We are going to do a raid, and I want to remind everybody just before that raid that, again, if you liked what you saw, thank you so much to the people who supported the Patreon today. I'm so happy to see that north of 400 again. We are now only about $36 away, a little bit less than $36 away from getting them $450 and getting them the raise. So I really want to be able to give a raise to these incredibly talented people. So if you have the chance, and if you are interested in getting either an epic poem written about you or a character background written by me for a character in a role-playing game of your choice, or if you want to get a critique of your writing from me, or if you want to get one of my band's albums or lots of other stuff, plus become part of the Patreon mix, get a newsletter every month and all that good stuff. If you guys want to be a part of that, and if you would be subbing to me normally, that's the place to do it, right over there, the Patreon. So ! Arvtran will get you over there. But great job tonight, guys. This was a lot of fun, and I want to thank Rogan for the suggestion, and it's a really good game for these guys. I think it's worked out really well. As for me, next time you will see me will be Saturday at about 1 p.m. Eastern for day 1 of ArvCon, and this is really important, guys. We really want to get a lot of money raised for the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation, and there's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of giveaways. We're going to have music. I have one particularly very special giveaway coming on Sunday, which is going to be a big giveaway that Dragon Spear was kind enough to offer. We have a big, and I don't want to sort of, reveal it yet, but just trust me, it's a hell of a bundle, and Dragon Spear is very generous. So we've got that. We've got the generosity of other viewers who've contributed games over the years. So I'm super excited about it. Yeah, this is a way to this is an awful disease. Cancer is an awful disease, and this is a way to do something positive about it and have us as human beings come together to help other human beings in a positive way. And that to me is why I built this channel in the first place. It's about community and communication, and that's what we're trying to do here. And so this is a chance for us to do it as we do the second ArvCon 2016. So that will be Saturday at 1 p.m. All right, we are going to do a raid, and we got a lot of people tonight, so we're going to do a big one. This is the Arvanauts Have Landed, followed by Volcania. That is capital. That is the Arvanauts Have Landed, and then capital Volcania. Again, the key is to wait until you hear my audio outro. Once you hear my audio outro, then you can let that rain down like a mighty stream. But don't do it until you actually hear that. The link that I'm going to put you guys to in just a minute. Speaking of that, actually, it's funny. Someone is actually playing Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, but I'm not actually going to go there because I would normally do that, but I don't want to do that in this particular case because I think that this is going to be, I think this will be valuable in other ways. What have we got here? Oh, okay. That, I think, is going to be a good one. Yeah, we have not actually done this person for a while. So we are going to raid. This is actually going to work perfectly because of what we did tonight. So, but before we do the raid, I just want to remind everybody, I want to thank everybody who came and made this an awesome stream. Thanks to my awesome mods, first of all. Thanks to Demiser, to Dragon Spear, to Kilobyte, to Shadow Mage, and to Thorg. Incidentally, you're going to see some of Kilobyte's graphics work again when you see what we have queued up for the splash screens and the overlays. Kilobyte is doing a couple of new ones for me for ArvCon, and I'm really they look good. So thanks to all of my wonderful mods, which are the best in the business. Thanks to my viewers, to Apples, to IK Enforcer, who you should be following. Thanks to Aklaba, good to see you, man. Thanks to Alex Stone. Thank you to A Little Muffin. Thanks so much for the support tonight for the Patreon Muffin. I appreciate it. Thank you to Arcades. Thank you to Audience Egg. Thank you to Black Belt, to Corilla. Thank you to Counterjab. I don't think I've seen you in here before. I hope you like what you saw and heard and will follow the stream and hopefully support the Patreon if you can. Thanks to Dax, to Divinorium. Thank you to Dr. Laser Falcon, otherwise known as my good friend Russ. Thanks, dude. Thank you to Ekeg. Thank you to Everlost, to Flan Kitty, to Fram. Flan Kitty, I hope you enjoyed watching one of your own be proven innocent even though she was actually guilty. Good to see you, Flan Kitty. Good to see Fram. Good to see Grand Duke Belt, of course. Good to see Grey Dibbick. Good to see Head of Nixon. Duke Belt, I haven't seen you over at GOG during my Siege of Dragonspear Baldur's Gate playthrough. And, you know, I've talked to you specifically, Grand Duke Belt, a couple times. So, you know, you need to pop by there and check out what's happening with Baldur's Gate. Good to see Grey Dibbick. Thanks for the host again, Grey. Another good voice actor, by the way. Good to see Head of Nixon is Terma, of course. Good to see Jedi Knight. Of course, Kilgore Trout, who you guys should be following. Good dude. Thanks to Lone Bone Singer, to Mercurius, to Monkey Commando. Good to see you again, Monkey. I hadn't seen you in a while, but good to have you back. Good to see Mort Torment, of course, as always. Good to see Mr. Mano, who's responsible for a lot of the graphic design you see on the channel at present. A really good dude as well. Thank you to Nonstop, to PKD Fan. Thank you to Roix, computer game programmer extraordinaire. Hopefully more information coming from him pretty soon about different stuff. Thank you to Snow Sable. Oh, I hear you, Grand Duke. Okay, I got you. That makes sense. Thank you to Saad, who is a long-standing member of Infinity and Beyond. You're going to see more from him on Sunday. Thank you to 10 of Clubs. What's up, 10? Good to see you, 10. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks to the Real Ambrosine, another Patreon supporter. Thank you so much. Thanks to Trendane, badass voice actor, D&D player, and also doing the audiobook. It is going to be, you're going to hear him as part of the Icarus audio, which is going to be released next week. And he's also doing the my audiobook of Gray Shade. So Trend's doing a lot of stuff for me, which is awesome. Thank you to Trollware, of course. Good to see you again, Troll. Troll and I got to hang out a little bit at Three Rivers Comic-Con last weekend, so that was cool. Thank you to Uncle Elias, to Vapion. What's up, Vape? Thank you to West River Rat, and thank you to Whoosh WTF. Good to see all of you guys. You're the best viewers on Twitch, and yeah, I love you all. You're the best. Now, with all that said, we are going to go do a raid to, hold on a second, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, don't say anything yet. Hold on just a second, delay, 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 just wait a second and delay as he sort of pulls this stuff up, and there we go. And there it is. Okay, we are going to go over right now to someone who is himself a voice actor and does a lot of this stuff. And we are going to go over to Elegy of Games. Elegy is a good guy. He's a good streamer who has done all of the Phoenix Wright games. It's like his signature game, and he's a voice actor himself. He is playing Mega Man Legends 2, and we're going to go over and give him some love as soon as you hear my audio outro, but not before. Otherwise, have a wonderful tomorrow, Friday, and I will catch all of you wonderful people Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Please spread the word everywhere, and let's see that we can get some money raised for the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. That's it for me. Love you all. Best viewers on Twitch. I'll catch you in a couple of days. Be good to each other. Have a good night.
What do you remember when the world was fresh and new? When it all seemed clear to you? When your aim was straight and true? Were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark? Content to play your part, open pathways to your heart? Were your life untainted by a host of broken dreams? When all your acts were queens, understood all that it means? Could you have understood the way your life was bound? Did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down when you got to see it through, you know you got